Hello traders, let's do the post-market analysis. Well, Nifty moved 49 points and Bank Nifty moved negative 19 points. Well, why did it happen? Which stock moved the market? Whether FIs are dominating or DIs are dominating? What option chain data is saying? This all things we are going to discuss in this video. So stay tuned and watch this complete video. We are also going to analyze today's market and we are going to find out tomorrow's support and resistance based on our analysis. Now let's go to our chart and do the analysis. Here I have opened Nifty 50 chart and it is 15 minutes candle. 15 minutes candle is appropriate for taking next day support and resistance for any stock. Well, if you see the Nifty, then support is at 13,768. Well, you cannot draw any resistance here because there is no point or no line which you can draw where Nifty has touched multiple times and it could not break that level. So now resistance is not determined yet. It will be determined in upcoming days. Well, then where we'll be taking our resistance? Resistance you can take 300 points above support. But before taking resistance, we are also going to analyze option chain data so that we can gain complete knowledge where Nifty can stand tomorrow. Now let's move for Bank Nifty. Here if you see, the support is at 30,932 and resistance is at 31,338. If you see this resistance, then it is not strong resistance, but still it will be the resistance. So Bank Nifty is trading at its resistance. Nifty moved 49 points positive today. Well, why did it happen? Which stock moved the market? I mean, which stock moved greater than 3% or less than negative 3%? Because this big change affects Nifty. So if you see here, then these are the two stocks which gained today more than 3%. Well, Ultra Cement, it is in gaining phase from September 20 onwards. And if you talk about Grasim, well, Grasim gained 3.03% and it is also in gaining phase from May 20 onwards. Well, these stocks I say in gaining phase, it is for delivery positions. Don't take intraday positions if I am saying it is in gaining phase. Gaining phase means it is gaining, then taking some retracement, then again gaining. So it might be possible that someday it was in losers list as well. So these are for long-term view. So if you are going to make any positions, make delivery positions only in these stocks. These stocks move the market. Then what is going to happen for tomorrow's market? Well, in order to determine what is going to happen tomorrow, we have to analyze what are the upcoming meetings which are going to be held tomorrow, which can affect market majorly. So if you see the tomorrow's market meetings, then these companies are going to hold meetings tomorrow. So if any major news comes after these meetings, then definitely it is going to affect the stocks. Well, we have to consider one more thing, which is events, because sometimes events can affect the market. So whatever events is going to be conducted tomorrow, means whether RBI is going to make some announcement or there is growth rate is going to be announced, whatever events is going to happen, that can affect the market. So let's see what are the upcoming events which are going to happen tomorrow. So if you see here, then these 4 events are tomorrow. And if you see these 4 events, then these are after market hours. These are not major events. So it will affect a little bit until and unless there is any big change in this data, it is not going to affect much. So now we have discussed upcoming meetings and events. Well, these things can affect the market. But where our Nifty is currently, where our Bank Nifty is currently, what was today's scenario and what it is indicating for this weekly expiry or next trading session. That is also we are going to analyze. So in order to analyze this, we are going to see open interest data. But before analyzing open interest data, let's have a look at VIX and Nifty change of today. So if you see the VIX is 21.11. So it is low, but comparatively it has gained. So if VIX is less than 25, then there is less fear in the market. Hence, less volatility in the market. If less volatility in the market, then option sellers can sell options and make money without any major losses. If you see the Nifty gained 0.35% today and Bank Nifty lose minus 0.06% today. Now let's go for open interest and do the analysis. In this analysis, we are going to do the total open interest analysis. So if you see here, more put has been sold. 58% put has been sold. It means 58% market was bullish. So still it is not a big number, but if you see the weekly picture, then it is bullish. So Nifty weekly is bullish. So there are high chances that tomorrow also it is going to be bullish. If you see the change in open interest picture which says today's scenario and also it indicates what is going to happen in next trading session, then here more call has been sold. It was indicating that today Nifty was bearish. Well, this both picture, weekly and today's picture, these are contradictory picture. So it may be possible that tomorrow market may take U-turn. It may gain or it may lose because these both pictures are giving different scene. Now let's move for Bank Nifty and do the analysis of total open interest of Bank Nifty. Here if you see, then 51% put has been sold, means there was bullishness in the market and that was only 51% and 49% it was bearishness. So you can say it is 50-50 game, means Bank Nifty might go down or might go up tomorrow. Now let's see change in open interest. Well, if you see the change in open interest, then here more call has been sold. 79% more call has been sold. It is indicating that there was 79% bearishness in the market. So in Nifty and in Bank Nifty, change in open interest is indicating that there is a bearishness in the market. So tomorrow it might affect and Nifty and Bank Nifty might go down, but there are not high chances that it will go down or up because weekly picture is not clearly showing bullishness or bearishness. Now let's move to the next and do the open interest distribution analysis of Nifty. So if you see the open interest distribution, here support is at 13,900 and resistance is at 14,000. Support and resistance gap will reduce when expiry is nearer. So now expiry is nearer, hence there is a 100 points gap only. Now let's see change in open interest distribution of Nifty. Here support is at 13,900. Where is resistance? Well, there is no resistance. If you see the today's market, then in the morning Nifty opened up negatively and it was going a little bit down, then it has moved up. So when it is moving up, earlier also there was bullishness in the market, so people were thinking that market might move up, hence they are not making or they are not selling calls out of the money. That's why you cannot see majority of the open interest build up on call side, that is out of the money. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty and do the analysis of total open interest distribution. If you see here, then here support is at 31,000 and resistance is at 32,500. Don't worry about this. All these factors I am going to take in consideration in my final support and resistance analysis. So if you are forgetting something, then don't worry about that. At the end, I'll be covering all of this support and resistance and I'll be taking common support and common resistance. Support I'll be taking whichever is minimum from chart, open interest and in change in open interest. And resistance I'll be taking maximum from chart analysis, change in open interest analysis and open interest analysis. Now let's move to the next and do the analysis of change in open interest distribution. If you see here, then here support is at 31,000 and resistance is at 32,500. Resistance is quite strong here, so it is indicating that there was bearishness in the market. Well, change in open interest also indicates what is going to happen in next trading session. So it is indicating there may be bearishness in tomorrow's market. Now let's go to next and do the cash activity analysis of FIIs and DIIs. If you see here, FIIs continued to buy and DIIs continued to sell. But if you see here, then DIIs sold very little today. That is 587 crore worth of stocks. But if you see the difference, here more buying is happening compared to selling. And if you see the 1824 crore of stock buying, then it is very huge. Almost 3 times what DII could sell. Still market did not gain much. Well, why did it happen? It means that retailers are pulling out their money from market and they are selling. So maybe retailers has contributed with DII as well, maybe mutual fund and other investors as well. Now let's move to the next and do the FII option and future data analysis. In options, FII bought today and this buying was heavy, and in future, well, they have sold a little bit, that is of 488 CR, but still they have sold in future, and options they bought. Now let's move to the next and do the final support and resistance analysis. If you see here, then final support is at 13,000 and where is resistance? Well, resistance is at 14,168. This is the bigger criteria to be on the safe side. But if you wanted to take support and resistance based on this weekly picture, then there is only 100 points gap is there and the support is at 13,000 and resistance is at 14,000. If you see the Bank Nifty support is at 30,932 and resistance is at 32,500. Well, this is my analysis. Based on this analysis, I am taking daily trades. I'm also updating my trades on my Telegram channel, whatever loss or profit is happening there. Whichever strategy I'm using to take the trades, that also I'm updating on my Telegram channel. So if you are interested to see my strategy, my profit and loss, then definitely you should follow me on my Telegram channel as well. That's it guys for today's video. If you found this video helpful, then hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.